Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 27th of July, 2019. We're going to reflect on Matthew 13, 24 to 30. Jesus put before them another parable. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to someone who sowed good seed in his field. But while everybody was asleep, an enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and then went away. So when the plants came up and bore grain, there the weeds appeared as well. And the slaves of the householder came and said to him, Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where then did these weeds come from? He answered, An enemy has done this. The slaves said to him, Then do you want us to go and gather them? But he replied, No, for in gathering the weeds you would uproot the wheat along with them. Let both of them grow together until the harvest, and at harvest time I will tell the reapers, Collect the wheat first and bind them in bundles to be burned, but gather the wheat into my barn. The gospel of the Lord. I used to be a chess player in my younger days, and I used to love the game. I recently bought a set again, and although I haven't played a game yet, I'm hoping that I'll have time to do so soon. Now, chess is a strategy game, which means that in order to win, you must have a better plan of action than your opponent. And one of the tactics in ensuring that you have a better plan is knowing how your opponent thinks so that you can better anticipate his moves. In his letter to the Ephesians, Paul tells us to take our stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. We are in a war against an enemy who schemes, which is another word for strategizes. Now, get into the enemy's head. If you wanted to take down a city that has strong defenses, what is the best way to do it? Take it down from within. After a fruitless 10-year siege of the Trojan city of Troy, the Greeks constructed a huge wooden horse and hid a select force of men inside, including the hero Odysseus. The Greeks pretended to sail away, and the Trojans pulled the horse into their city as a victory trophy. That night, the Greek force crept out of the horse and opened the gates for the rest of the Greek army, which had sailed back under cover of night. The Greeks entered and destroyed the city of Troy, ending the war. Now, I don't wish to be alarmist, but if I wanted to hurt the church, what better way than from inside? Jesus warned, for false prophets and false teachers will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. In today's parable, he speaks about weeds among the seed planted in the field. James also warns there will be false teachers among you. They will secretly introduce destructive heresies, even denying the sovereign Lord who bought them. Note the word secretly. So, what do? We need to ensure we know God's word as revealed to his church. This way, if we hear something that is wrong, we will catch it. We also need to see the fruit that people bear. Miracles can be counterfeited, fruit cannot. And thirdly, remember Jesus' promises to Peter. You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. No matter how good a strategist the enemy might be, he is no match for our God. Let us remember that always.